What's up, YouTube? In this video, I am going to cover the modern history of audio karate. Audio karate was formed in 2000 in Southern California in Rosemead, and yada yada, made some records, Space Camp, Lady Melody, and then around 2006, we kind of imploded, stopped touring, and I know I put down the guitar for over a decade. The band moved on without me, started a group called Indian School, put out some music, and that was that. In 2018, the fine folks at Wiretap Records reached out and said, hey, vinyl is a big deal, and there are plenty of people that would love to pick up a copy of your records on vinyl. Would you be interested in doing a repress? And we said, yeah, believing that maybe 10 or 12 people would buy the record. And we reached out to Kung Fu Records, who gave us a license of, I believe it costed $1 per unit. So for every record of Space Camp we made, we had to give them $1, which is, I think, a screaming deal considering that's one out of, $20 to $25. But anyway, so we pressed, I believe it was 350 copies of a see-through blue Space Camp, and it sold out in pre-sale, which was pretty wild. And we reached out to our old friend Bill Stevenson of Descendents, and he said, hey, Descendents are doing shows, would you like to come out? And we said, hell yeah, and that was a huge bucket list thing for us. So in 2018, we did, I believe, 7 shows with Descendents, and those were our first shows back, and they were super duper rad. Then we dug up a bunch of recordings that we kind of lost in a laptop somewhere, and enlisted the help of our friend Mike Jimenez of Rufio and Indian School to mix those songs into what ended up being our 2019 Wiretap Records release, Malo. If you don't own it, it is currently out of print in a physical copy. However, it is available on the iTunes and the Spotify and somewhere on the YouTube if you're ghetto and that's how you listen to music like I do. Great songs on there. I dig it. But did some touring around that, and then COVID happened and kind of took a steaming turd on the band's momentum's head. However, we didn't give up. We did some more reissues of Space Camp. We hooked up with Iodine Recordings way far away on the East Coast, and they were kind enough to put out our 2022 record OTRA, which is a collection of B-sides from Space Camp, Lady Melody, and Malo, and that's a super good one, and there's still a limited quantity of vinyl available at audiokaratestore.com, so if you want to support the band, that is a very fun way to do it, and you get a good looking record in the process. Fast forward, we've toured now with Unwritten Law and Mest, and continue to do about 10 or 12 shows a year, which is plenty for a bunch of 40-year-old guys with kids and day jobs who live a couple states away. So we thank you immensely for continuing to come out and support the band. In more recent news, Art has been announced as the new lead singer and guitarist for the band Phoenix TX, which we are super stoked about because we're huge fans of theirs. And I remember seeing them open for Blink-182 with Bad Religion at the Forum, and seeing that they were brown faces like us was super cool and inspiring, and definitely let us know, like, hey, you don't have to look like the people on the cover of Alternative Press to make it in punk rock and in pop punk. So super stoked for Art for that. We will be back in Florida at the end of October for Fest, so come check us out there. And yeah, if you enjoy the video, please give us a like, comment, subscribe, and check out another video. Some of them are really bad. Most of them are halfway decent. So thanks.